bitch. 'Twas the night before Sundance. If any of you guys saw my last video, you know that Charlie XCX's movie, The Moment, directed by Aidan Zamiri, is coming out currently January 22nd, Thursday night, and I am flying to Sundance. You guys know I've been a Charlie fan for so long. My YouTube has been Allie XCX. It's been like 10 to 12 years of my life. Through Charlie, also gotten to expand my film journey. Finally, I'm at a point in my life where a culmination of all the things I've been through, all the people I'm around now, I feel like I'm finally ready to write my own film and put my own thing into the world in that sense. Seeing The Moment at Sundance is literally the absolute perfect send-off of my Charlie Stan era, sending me into my director, writer, producer, whatever I'm gonna do era. Honestly, also just a really sentimental bitch, so I could be overthinking, but like, your life isn't gonna mean anything unless you make it mean something. Good fucking morning. I'm having a nightmare morning. Actually, let me not claim that energy. I'm waiting to see what track my train is gonna be on. I just don't understand. I already learned the subway, so I don't understand the Long Island Railroad, the NJ Transit, the PATH train. That's none of my business. Got a Jamba Juice smoothie. Why is this good as fuck? Ubers are mad cheap here, but I wanted to try and take the train. Let's see how it compares. Not gonna lie, I do feel like I'm in the Twin Peaks Badlands. Not even gonna lie. I had totally forgotten that in places where there's not a lot of pedestrians, you literally have to press the button. Wait. We made it inside. This was literally the cheapest Airbnb that I could find that was like reasonable situation. There was literally a guy renting out a space in his truck. The fuck is going on in Salt Lake City? We're here. It is suitable for me. I just needed a bed to sleep in. We have a little desk, a little light, cute vibes in here. I have my Sunday school puffer in the closet, you know, to remind me of home. Just gonna freshen up and then we're gonna head to the main event, which is coincidentally called Main Street. The architecture is so interesting here and it like literally looks like it's out of a movie. I am walking to Main Street and I just stopped to check out the informational thing and they have a heater right here. Bitch! Made it to Main Street and it's like lightly snowing. It's giving perfect Utah. Oh shit. I just filmed a selfie video. They're literally like filming a news clip right there. Look what we found. Fantastic. That looked so pretty, but it was way too expensive.
We're just like, let's go, Charlie. We're in it. We're here for you. We support you.
We have just received the Brat card and the Moment beanie that says Park City on it, and I'm obsessed with it. It's my perfect souvenir. Show me that.
The Brat card?
Yeah. What do you think about it?
Genius.
Genius?
Brat money. She's starting her own currency.
Yes, she literally is.
As she should.
Yeah. Snowing so perfectly right now. That's so cute. The Moment world premiere is now.
Leon was so amazing.
Thank you.
We are seated. Amazing view. The music is getting so intense, and I know it's on purpose. I know it.
The world premiere of The Moment. Hello. The movie is
about the end of an era, and obviously this is the end of an era for Sundance right here in Park City, so it feels very special for us to be showing this film here. We're really honoured.
Rachel Senna. And Charlie XCX. We're really fortunate position in that working with Charlie means working with an artist who is incredibly honest about everything, and it's in her work and it's so obvious in her work. But even then it's still so incredible and surprising that she was so willing to be so vulnerable and share so much of herself. Something that felt cool and fresh and sort of weird and also beautiful.
Do you have specific references or specific ideas that you were thinking about as you were portraying the role as scripted?
Well, I'm obviously quite related to my character, so I had a lot of inspiration to pull from.
Oof, guys, I'm speechless. I will absolutely forget this if I don't tell you guys what happened now, but basically I went to the after party. Low-key was a brat. I was a bitch to the guys, but they were being so rude. They were like, this line is for the list, not people that were on the list, and this line, the one I was standing in, is for people who think they're on the list. And if I stab you, I'm wrong. Eventually this very nice lady lets me in, and I'm just chilling inside, you know. Guys, I don't really love parties. Like, I'm just kind of an awkward solo person. And all of a sudden I see Aidan, and I was like, oh my God, I literally wanted to go there just to say congratulations, and I love the film, and thank you for you know, bringing me here. A car just hit a cone. I love it here. Kind of figured Charlie was dancing next to him. She was wearing a fur coat, and she had her dark hair, and I was like, oh, I'm so scared. So I went around the other side, and I was like, it's now or never. It's now or never. So I tapped Charlie on the back, and bro, her face, when she realized it was me, at first she was just like, you know, because she's a nice lady, just dancing with whoever. But then when she realized it was me, she was like, ah, and I was like, ah, and it was like great. And I said some things to her. She probably didn't hear them, but we danced together to the Dread I Love It remix. So what a beautiful closure to my chapter of being a Charlie stan. That's oomph. That's oomph right there. Smiling so big, I can't believe this is my life. I'm alone in Utah. No Uber wants to pick me up to drive me back to Salt Lake City. You live and you learn, but I found out this is the last Sundance that is actually in Park City. Is that what it's called? So, good thing I came to this one. You can't dread the end when it's over. Beautiful night.
Got back and we have a little visitor. We have a visitor. You sound like a freaking car engine.
My bougie movie snacks. Look how cute. Seated for the second screening, hanging on a wire. Just got out of my first screening of the day. Today's the day where I'm watching a ton. It was called Hanging by a Wire, Hanging on a Wire, Hanging Through a Wire. It was honestly really good. It was a documentary about these kids in Pakistan who got stuck on a cable car. It was really suspenseful and really fucking crazy. Oh my God! We're doing Lime scooters, people. I definitely see how people crash on these. love this dress, but I think it would be a little too small on me. Currently waiting in line for my second screening of the day, The Huntress, and I am so excited for this one. We got a full house. Wow, second film was fucking incredible. Exactly my kind of movie, and it was set in Juarez, Mexico, and it was inspired by a true story of this woman who killed bus drivers who were sexually assaulting women. So, love. Time for our third screening of the day. We're about to see Lady. I'm so excited for this. Let's go.
This film is for my mother, Kristen.
Yeah, thank you for asking that. Women who are in the industry are never spoken about, really. You know, it's almost like they don't exist.
We are back to the Airbnb. Today was so eventful, low-key. That was so fun. We saw 3 movies, and they were all really good in their own right. Lady was super interesting. I never updated after the screening. But first, I need to get this story time off my chest, okay? 3 movies today. 2 out of the 3 movies are about killing men, okay? Something I'm very passionate about. Tell me why I'm in my Uber, right, after I just watched these 2 movies about killing perverted men. I'm in my Uber. He's like talking to me, he's like making conversation. I usually don't like to make conversation with Ubers, but his voice was giving gay. One thing I need to tell myself, that's still a man. Don't let your guard down. So I started talking, you know, whatever. The ride's only like 7 minutes. I was, you know, gonna make small talk. It's fine. He says something like, oh, because it's like 11 o'clock right now. He was like, so you're not gonna go experience the nightlife? And I was like, I'm not really a partier. And he was like, how old are you? And I was like, 26. And he was like, okay, you looked young. I would have been flirting with you otherwise. But if I pull out a freaking knife and stab you, I'm the one in the wrong. I'm a passenger, and you didn't even turn around to see me yet. Sometimes I really do think that they all deserve to die. Like, sorry. Sometimes I do. Sorry. Good morning, vlog. It is day 3. I was supposed to fly home today at like 6 in the morning, but my flight was canceled because of the New York City storm. So I'm currently lime biking to a screening of this movie called They Dream that I waitlisted for, and I'm number 1 on the waitlist. So let's go. This is how it usually works. So you can see probably the most they let in is about 20 people, depending how popular the film is. Oh, that was quite the fade. I have a good feeling that we'll make it in.
It was just like an epiphany. I had such an amazing creative team of like devoted, passionate people.
Oh my God, They Dream. Puerto Rican directors, like, I guess, love letter to his family, and it was so beautiful. Sobbed through the entire thing.
Netflix seems to be right. They're screening through for them tomorrow at our house. Keep your fingers crossed. I want you guys to see 4 and 5.
Just saw my 6th film of the festival. I keep getting really lucky with the wait lists. Everybody on Reddit was like, oh, nobody's gonna get in. It's so annoying, blah, blah, blah. Bitch, you just gotta try. Let's not be a pessimist. Anyway, the one I just watched was probably my least favorite of everything I've seen so far, but still glad I got to see it. So now I'm just walking around by myself, exploring. Might go to this place for some pizza. A beautiful sunset happening right now. I'm taking the Lime bike to go to the grocery store because I need saline solution. I keep getting the thrill of waitlisting. So for saccharine, I don't know. It's about this girl who eats human ashes. I'm number 27. For Leviticus, which I've heard is pretty good, I'm number 18. So we're gonna get into one of these tonight. If not, I'm gonna try for this movie called Mom, I'm Alien Pregnant. That's showing at midnight, so yep. I fucked myself over and didn't make it into either of them. Because I had a higher number for Leviticus and people were saying Leviticus is good, so I was like, I was in the line for Saccharin and then I was like, oh, let me go for Leviticus, and I would have made it in for Saccharin. But I was being greedy. I wanted to see Leviticus and I didn't make it for either. So I'm going home. I'm gonna set an alarm for 9:55 to try and waitlist for this movie called Mom, I'm Alien Pregnant. So we might be back here later. We'll see. Sometimes all a girl needs is a Caesar salad and a Coke. I'm alien preg. Holy wow, guys. Josephine was the life-changing watch that I've been looking for, and we can rate it. We can cast our vote. So I'm rating it 5 stars. Guys, every single woman around me was in tears, sobbing, and not even just like wiping their eyes, like, like full crying. Okay, it did a beautiful job of just fully showcasing that feeling of fearing men and always fearing for your safety after that one thing happens to you. I thought it was so beautiful, so well done. Female director. It was amazing. So really, really happy I got to see that. Currently at Chick-fil-A in the mall, doing some work because it's Monday, I'm stuck here, and I still have to work. So just locking in real quick, Sunday school vibes, and eating up. Stranded saga, we are now in a hotel. My dad swooped in and helped me, thanks Tony, because I had to check out on my Airbnb because I only rented it for 2 days. So I have waitlist for Zai, the new Kogonada movie. I've heard mixed reviews, but I'm kind of excited to see it. I mostly did work today, but Josephine was such a freaking highlight. Like, I really can't believe how good it was. Tomorrow, I think I'm only gonna see 1 or 2 things. But in my downtime right now, I am editing my vlog. So I feel so the moment right now. I'm so meta. Hey from the vlog. I'm trying to get this up as quick as I can because like we need to do the moment promo. So I might not vlog tomorrow, but I'm having so much fun and I am so glad that I came to Sundance to have this experience. I feel so inspired and I don't know, I just feel like these things are actually within my reach for once. So yay, happy Allie, we won. We are so back. I didn't make it into Z, but there was a movie showing right after called Closure, which was actually really interesting, but it wasn't my favorite. I'm gonna end the vlog here, guys. I really want to post it. I want to give a special thank you to Aidan Zamiri for making sure that I got to see the moment premiere. Guys, I didn't say too much because I will literally just say everything, and I did say everything. So if you want to be on the same page, go watch my last video about the moment. But you guys have to fucking watch it, okay? Like, this is history, and we have a cult classic. We have a cult classic on our hands. So I hope all of you go see the movie. If you need any movie recs, follow me on Letterboxd. My eyelashes are all coming off. That's beautiful. But yeah, I'm still stranded in Utah for 2 more days, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's so much fun to be vlogging and posting for you guys. And also as a memory for myself, I'm gonna love watching this in like 5 years and being like, oh my god, remember that time I went to Sundance? I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one. Bye.